Welcome to the Gamingbrew channel where we love and play all things Dungeons and Dragons. Tonight is Rise of Harlock episode 22, which is my lucky number. So this is going to be a good one.
Lucky number. Actually, it was 2, but what is better than 2? It's 2 twos.
Deuce, deuce. If this is your first time here, we stream every Monday, Thursday, Saturday. If you really want to get into it, we have a couple other streamers that play in this game that you can follow as well. So do that. If you're here for the 5th edition content, we had a new spell come out today that you can download right now. It's where you grow an appendage on your shoulders and it whips around you and beats people. And I partially made it, as someone on Instagram rightfully pointed out, to give to NPCs and cultists. Spoiler. If you're a Gamingbrew patron, the art poll is up now, and surprisingly, I think the vacuous god Yignachal is up by quite a bit. So if you want to vote on that, you can now. The poll ends Wednesday night. And if you want to play in the great games and you're a Twitch sub or a patron member, you can fight in the Coliseum. Signups for that end on Thursday. And for more information, get on our Discord now and check it out. But enough chit chat, we need to deal with the hag, so let's play tonight's episode of Rise of Harlock. So Ghosty ones, in the last episode, you made your way through the Brimeye Timbers, through a weird section of this forest, where you made camp, and you saw a chort, a large three-eyed beast, roaming around you. Hidden from it, you watched it move, and you kept quiet and let it pass. And then you made your way through the strange forest, through the wind and the hail of chainmail and strange limbs and bodies that hung, and you found a hut. Approaching the hut, you made your way through. All hail Thecus, all hail the great city of Vintheria.
If you ain't a sailor, what are you really doing with your life?
Hey, what's up, Raiden? You made your way to the hut where you met Baba Utaga, a strange, ancient-looking hag who, upon discovery, cannot be hurt inside her hut. She answered some of your questions, and then she asked if you wanted to learn the answer. A couple of you agreed, which were Yuska, Sylvia, and Lucan, and you made your way through a rip in reality to what you thought was the ethereal plane, making your way up to a break where cosmology just spread it for you, stars, planets, black holes. You saw a strange tear in front of you, which opened up, and this like a horrifying, grotesque creature flew outwards like a void dragon almost. And as it flew towards you, it told you about it has been on your side all along, that it was your guiding light, that wanted to grant eyes and plant eyes on your brains to cleanse your beastly idiosities. Turning around, Sylvia noticed that Silas's sister had been killed in this strange new plane, cut open with a knife, which you assumed was with the way that otherworldly rituals crave newborns. You made your way out. As you made your way out, more of these grotesque, strange creatures stood around you, almost saluting you, looking up to you in awe as their tentacles and appendages quivered around you. You made your way out. You escaped to where you attacked the hag in desperation, all of your blows just glancing off of her, doing no damage. She asked you again to go clear out the Kikimore Caverns, the Hag's Tooth Mountains to the north. And as all of you left, going on, it's approaching dusk on the 22nd of Narblith, you all paused at the tree line to discuss matters more. So we pick up at dusk as the ghosty ones are on the outskirts of the tree line around Baba Utaga's hut. So ghosty ones, what would you guys like to do?
Well, whenever we're ready to settle down for the night, I'll tap the ground and create the bubble. Unless we've already done that.
But you guys can. You can jump right into your rest if you want to.
How far away do we want to rest from the hut?
Well, are we gonna do that short thing, or are we just gonna head over to the dungeon crawl?
I'm interested in it, but
I still think that the best way to get her out of her house is to head over to those mountains.
Yeah.
She won't leave that house if we're here. Short or none.
well, the short I think would be more of a information gathering on how strong she is. But
She would know who would have been able to bring that to her house.
yeah, no,
So
we
that
wouldn't
would-
be
that would
hiding
put it-
that, I think.
Yeah.
Sylvia already just tried
I
to hurt
don't.
her.
I don't think we should make her angry until we can get her into a place where we can actually fight her.
Yeah, especially not this close to her house. I think we can if she leaves to check out stuff after we finish is the best way if we're gonna fight her.
Okay.
Okay, so
As for sleeping, as far away from this house as possible.
Do you want Benor to stay behind and watch the hag, and then maybe have Yuska's sending wand?
We'd have to
I feel
attune
like
to it.
Nora's the worst person to leave behind.
Yeah.
He's very good. But Yarb and Dorth are too dumb for that.
Yeah, I think we should, like Lucan was saying, is we should try and get far away from here as possible, but like go towards the dungeon crawl so it doesn't take us as long to get there.
Well, if we're gonna leave, Yuska wants to go talk to the hag first, by himself. So if we're not camping near the hut, then he's gonna just go do that.
It's up to you guys. It really doesn't matter to me if we camp here somewhere else.
Lucan would be very pushing heavily on sleeping at least like 10 minutes away. He does not want to be close to this hut.
He's gonna go with Lucan, and hopefully Silas.
Okay. So I got Yuska's going to go back in the hut, and you guys are gonna. You're thinking 10 minutes north towards the dungeon crawl, but away from the hut. Do you want to
Not too far
start?
as to leave Yuska behind.
Okay, as I was gonna ask, do you want to wait for him like a little ways away, or do you want to like? How do you want to watch him go in the hut?
We'll wait like maybe like 50 paces or so.
You got it.
See if he can actually figure out if we can like send her once we clear everything to get her out of the to have her come to the hag's tooth or whatever. Just so we can like, have it in our heads that she's gonna get out of the hut.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys watch Yuska open up the gate again as all the skulls with their red glowing eyes stare at him. He opens it up and he walks towards the hut. The door that was not there again opens, and the same cat that looks similar to Echo walks out. And he doesn't even respond this time. He just kind of moves to the side. And as you walk inside the hut, Baba Yataga is again over her kettle, her cauldron, just stirring away, muttering to herself quietly. And as you step in, she lifts up her hand and she waves it. And then you guys see Yuska step in, and then the door just slapped behind him shut. Baba Yataga turns around to Yuska and looks at you. Her eyes, almost because you're very insightful, her eyes are almost like you see that she knows why you're there, and she is like full of ecstasy seeing you again.
My little friend tells me you have an artifact of Lunawin. I cannot give you the heart within Sylvia, but we can do this task for you, and I do have access to the trance. On top of, we could also remove the threat of the Briar King as well.
So, you come to make a deal. And you offer interesting things, but the Spire of Twilight is no mere task. But I know something that you can give me. If you will not give me the heart that beats inside Sylvie's chest, I will ask for two things. I will not put you through going into the trance, because frankly, I don't know if you'll return.
Well, I've been there several times already. I can't speak for my friends, but I think I would be okay. Depending on the task, of course.
I would like, for your artifact, help me deal with the Kikimore Caverns. I would like a locket of your friend Pazian's hair. And I will take from you one of your most cherished memories that you will share, and you will forget, and it will become mine. Those three things will get you one of the most powerful artifacts ever to grace Erenel, made from Lunawen herself.
Would I know why she would want the locket of Pazian's hair? Would I have any knowledge in that kind of...
Make an Arcana check. 3. You know if someone that's very, like a very strong magic user has an artifact or like an object from someone, they can use it to like find them or manipulate them or make another one of them.
I'll see what I can do.
Her smile like curls up, almost like the Grinch. Just she grins. She holds out her hand. Do we have a deal, Yuska, the Dreamwalker?
I'll stare at her for a minute, 2 minutes, and then I'll shake her hand.
She takes your hand. She doesn't release it. She holds it, and you find her frail grasp like all of a sudden like incredibly strong. And she takes out this long needle, like almost 6 inches long. And she turns it in a way to where she can pierce both of your hands at the same time. And she looks up at you. And as she's about to pierce it, you see the cat stand up on 2 legs and carry over this book. And the cat places the book under your hands. And then the hag, with this long needle, just jams it into you. Roll a d4. Take 4 points of piercing damage from the needle as it slammed into you. And then you see your blood drip between the hag's grasp as she squeezes, and the blood falls. Her blood and your blood. Your red blood falls. Her blood is like a tarish blackish green, which falls and intermingles and hits the book. And then you see this face pull itself up off the book, like stretching through like a sheet, and its mouth like open, and then it freezes there. And then this opened mouth book, which is on the cover, is sitting there, and she reaches down, pulling out the needle. She picks up the book. She waddles over and puts it on her bookshelf where there is. When she goes to pick it up, you can see hundreds of books similar to the one that you just made on her shelf. I look forward to it. The door behind you opens.
Can I at least see the stuff before I leave?
She doesn't even turn. She turns to her cauldron and stirs, and then she snaps her fingers, and you see the staff kind of materialize above her cauldron in front of her. You see the Spire of Twilight, one of the great artifacts of Erenel. Don't delay! She snaps her finger again, and then fades out.
And I'll turn and walk out.
So the four of you at the tree line, kind of watching this, you see Yusuke emerge after a couple minutes. He walks out past the gate and then towards you guys.
Go. What'd you talk about?
I'm not gonna. Yusuke's not gonna respond.
Um,
At the tree line now, as you guys are beginning to walk away, you hear the strange sound behind you. It sounds like a rattle, like a clink, and you see the fence fold into one thing and then disappear into the hut, and then the hut grows two large chicken legs and begins to walk away.
I was waiting for that.
So the hut starts to walk in the opposite direction, towards the south.
Didn't expect that.
Well, I guess even if we wanted to do that plan with the short, that's not happening.
Weird.
Well, I suggest we head north now. The sooner we leave, the better. I'm getting tired of this forest.
I agree. We got some nasty bugs to kill.
Does anyone know how to heal from poison? Because they're poisonous.
Not particularly, no, but Resmir's light tends to burn through all. I'm sure that it'll be able to help.
That's true.
Let's see. Go ahead.
Out of game, did you guys, I know Eek asked last game what you guys saw. I just don't remember if you guys said it.
No one really gave any actual details.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So Sylvia told me my sister was dead. That's about it.
Do you want to have a campfire session and talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So you go north about an hour before it starts to get dark, and you know right away that you got to make camp and kind of hide yourself. So you make camp, hide in the shroud from Yusuke. All in your nice bubble.
Yeah, and then to make the camp feel a little bit more like home, I would cast the light spell on my lantern and hook it off of my belt and leave it in the middle of the camp, since we don't want to light an actual fire, because I believe that was one of the don't do's.
Torch lit past on midnight? No, torch is lit on midnight or something. Let me see.
Yeah, something like that. And I don't want to play with the forest's lawyers and claiming that a campsite
That's what we
is a
did last
torch.
time. Well, not didn't you use like a light cantrip or something?
Yeah, light cantrip's not a fire though.
Yeah.
It just, yeah. That's what we did last time.
Hide torches at midnight.
Well, since no one else wants to say it, I guess I'll get started. I think after we deal with this heart and the corruption in this forest, we should help Silas.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, his family.
Wouldn't you agree, Silas, that we kill Catchweed?
I think it should kill everything.
I'm inclined to agree with you.
I'm not even just talking about catchweed. That vision, whatever it was, it involved Silas's sister, from what Sylvia said. I don't think that was actually her there. I think that might have been an omen of what's to come. I think we're going to need to find her and bring her to safety.
Maybe Catchweed also knows about this, and that's why he has another member of Silas's family with him. Perhaps it could happen with more than just...
Maybe. He didn't seem to like the hag all that much. They might not be as tied as we think. Either way, I think that we should find her. Unless, Silas, of course, you think that it's best that we don't.
We'll see as this continues what happens.
Fair enough. I just think having her home in Novavasi would be safer than wherever she is now. Even if that is with Harlock or whatever it is your family's ties lead.
It's your sister right now. If she's not dead.
She could be. I could be completely wrong, but I don't think she is.
I don't know, everything in there felt pretty damn real.
Just remember, we weren't in the material plane. That not everything we saw in there could be true. I mean, for all we know, none of that was true. Or maybe all of it was. I'm not too sure. As soon as we walked into the walls of this forest, Resmir's light has waned and I've been having troubles finding it. So whatever's going on here, it's not natural.
Were you close to your sister?
Yes.
Well, what happened?
What do you mean what happened?
Well, why would she be on the altar?
I don't know.
And your other family member was with Catchweed. Does Harlock have that much tie into your family that a deal like that can be struck without you knowing of it?
I mean, I was in the military away from them for so long. I don't know exactly what happened.
What's her sister's name?
Isabel.
Isabel or Isabel? Oh, that's cute. Well, I'd like to save her as much as I can, Silas.
We'll hold hope.
And if you need Resmir's light, maybe we can you can just look into the lantern more. Maybe.
I don't think Resmir's light will help with this.
Oh.
Make a wisdom save, Silas.
Oh no.
Dang, Harlock.
17's pretty good. Nothing happens.
Not today, Harlock. Or Maw. Whichever one.
He's a time bomb.
Well, like I said before, Resmir's light is not as bright as it is elsewhere than it is here. I don't think he'll be able to help much.
Well, I still have my acorns.
Well, if you think one of your acorns will help, feel free to plant.
Yeah, I'll do that in the morning. Do you believe in a god more than the other gods?
Me? Not particularly anymore.
Why not?
The Scarlet Walker abandoned us.
Hear about her. I don't know who she is.
She is what you would call our god.
Abandoned you how?
I mean, look at me.
Is
You
that really her abandoning you and not Harlock forcing his will on you?
Yes, but she did nothing to intervene. Nothing to help me. Nothing to help Silas.
Is it possible because you're on the wrong side of hers? After all, Harlock is her first disciple, is he not?
He is. But it would not surprise me if he's tried to overthrow her many times.
Harlock is powerful, I'm sure, but I don't think he's on par with gods themselves. You're putting too much credit to your family's name.
Then you severely underestimate Harlock.
Oh, quite the contrary. I think he terrifies me, but I don't think he's a god.
He's pretty close to one, I'd say.
Perhaps you just need a different god and not the Scarlet Walker.
I was thinking.
I mean, if she's not there in your time of need, is she really someone that's worth worshipping? Surely any god, whether it's my own or someone else's, would be a better suit.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
Maybe when we come back to Novavasi, you'll sit down on some of our sermons? At the very least, it might help clear your mind.
Maybe.
You can pray to the Avis god with me tomorrow.
I'm okay. Thank you, though, Ekin.
It's okay. Do you want to join me tomorrow?
I think I'm just going to kind of shut down.
Yuska, make a Constitution saving throw.
What's happening?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
Ghosty ones.
there's the ones.
So the 1. Wait, I've never done this. I need to do it. Yeah, I did it finally. I finally remembered to do it. So the same hand that Baba Yutaga stuck a needle through gets a little itchy as your companions are talking around you, and you reach up to scratch your hand, and as you do, you feel like a weird like rush of wind, and you look back and there's an eyeball where the poke was, and it looks at you. And you shake your hand, and then it goes away. You can make a perception check with disadvantage. See if you saw it. 20.
Disadvantage.
Oh, 13, that's right. 13 disadvantage. You don't see what's in his palm, but you see Yusuke kind of react in a strange way.
See you tomorrow.
Hmm?
See you tomorrow. We know with the acorn and the seeds.
I'm sorry, little buddy. I'm lost in thought.
What are you thinking about? What did you talk with the hag about?
I think I may come to regret the deal that I made with her.
You want your heart.
Well, Sylvia can keep her heart.
Oh, thank you. Kind of needed to live.
But I feel like it may, what I decided to give her may come with some baggage. But she's definitely a problem that we'll need to deal with, either way.
What did you promise her?
This task, a lock of Pyzian's hair, and a fond memory of mine.
Well, at the very least, the first two should be easy.
Hmm.
What memory did you promise?
She didn't specify. But as cruel as hags can be, I guess. If she wants my fondest one, it'd probably be the first time I went to the trance.
Well, how about you tell us the memory, and then now we all have that memory.
Or we can do one better. If that is the memory she takes, you just get to visit the trance once more for the first time. It can't be that bad.
Oh, I've been there a couple times. But nothing beats the first time.
Well, if she
It's-
stole the memory, wouldn't it just be like doing it for the first time again?
Maybe.
Well, you'd still remember the
don't know.
second and third time, right?
I suppose because I'm a druid, it's a little different. I mean, the trance isn't so different, but it's more vibrant. It feels closer to what I've trained to be, what I know. And the Desians, the people that live there, are interesting folk. Like Kov wasn't. He was fun to meet, especially for a god, you know. But there's all sorts of folk like him. And when you feel attached to nature, it's different.
You're really
It's like-
inspiring, Visca.
I feel like I'm dreading right now. I don't know. For me, it's when I was a cub. Before I started learning to become a druid, I never really felt at home. I really don't even know my siblings. I know a couple are up here somewhere. But I would never seek them out. I've always felt different, but going to a place like the trance, it felt for the first time like I had actually come home, you know? If you understand. And that is a feeling that it's hard to describe. And it's hard to even replicate when you feel it for the first time. It's in some ways depressing to feel that I will lose this just for the sake of freeing one of Lunawind's most powerful artifacts on this plane. But even now, as we find ourselves in these predicaments, in this evil, corrupted place, it's definitely a sacrifice. But at the very least, maybe we can rid her of this plane as well. So I guess that's something. I mean, Pyzian's a satyr. It's hard to manipulate those creatures. Even as powerful as she may be, I don't think that'll... I don't know. She's definitely very powerful, and if not something that we can handle now, perhaps soon.
Well, if we all decided to take on Harlock, I'm sure we can take on a hag.
We didn't actually fight Harlock.
No, but we kind of all agreed that we plan to undo him, or at least his kingdom. So, I mean,
Yeah.
Is that really any harder than dealing with a hag?
And after our experiences today, I think we're just playing everybody's hands right now. I think we're doing exactly what Harlock wants us to do. I think we're doing exactly what these vacuous ones want us to do. We're just a part of whatever game that this is.
Do you think we should do something different than Yusuke?
Once we finish up with the Brimeye, I think we should consider different options.
I don't really think we're doing anything wrong. At the moment, maybe we're in Harlock's hands, but if we can get enough power from these cities of his, eventually we can change that course. We have to start with something, right?
I suppose. But there's definitely more than what we're seeing. Today has only proven that. Either way, once we go find the other hearts of the forest, I think we'll have our answers. I don't think any of our gods will be of much help either.
Yusuke, would you really get rid of your memory?
We have an opportunity to kill her first. Maybe not, but I don't think she'll give us that opportunity. Unless we can find a way to dispel the magic in her hut, I think whatever pact I made, I will have to follow through.
Okay. What do you think your second best memory is? Was it meeting
Probably
me?
meeting Kavwa. I mean, I'm sorry, little buddy. You're up there, for sure. But
That's what I was
it's not
waiting
very
for.
often. It's not very often you get to, if for the first time since they left, Yusuke perks up a little bit. You don't get to meet a god very often.
Pretty cool.
You also don't get to meet Ikanik very often.
Well,
Well, I mean, we've been traveling together for a while.
we wake up with Mikanik every day.
That is true. I suppose you just get kind of used to it, but I've only met Kavwa once.
He was pretty cool.
He is such a nice guy.
Who was his companion again? The squirrel.
Jelby.
Jelp. He was fun. I still don't know if he's the one planting the acorns or not.
Was it Joby?
Unamar. Jerby. That's nice. That was a good memory. Okay, but I'm the third memory, right? Please go right. Yep. Yeah, I know. It's fine.
You guys are like
You don't have
talking,
to say it.
and you feel Benor just staring at the two of you. My best memory was meeting Master for the first time. It was a great day. My life. And when I died at his service, and I awoken again at Master's side, I knew it was the second best day.
You know, little buddy, I don't think it was Joby. It sounds close, but I can't remember.
Well, I wrote Joby down, so if it's wrong, then I don't know. Maybe it was when I was too frightened. Still. Ikanik also has a journal. Or do you have memories before you met Sylvia?
You asking Benor?
Yeah.
I have memories of following the fiend who was attached to the heart and doing his bidding, and he was not merciful like Sylvia. He was cruel. I felt much pain then. Sylvia's kind words keep me motivated day in and day out. She's the most kind person I've ever met.
I'll just give him like a shocked look and be like, me? Merciful?
Aren't you a demon and being merciful has no connection?
I am a demon, but being on this new place and seeing all of you together, it's different.
Well, I mean, if the abyssal plane is anything like the trance, I mean, they're all people there too.
I feel like I was here before I was there. And I can't place why I was here, but I just remember feeling like this before. And I have not felt this way while I was in the below.
Feeling happy?
What does that mean?
Well, when you're happy, it means you smile and your heart feels really warm and you kind of want to hug people sometimes, but you don't.
What's up, IP a lot? Sylvia, you make me very happy.
No problem, Benor. Thank you for your service.
He turns with his eyes just wide looking at you.
Oh, God.
Yuska,
Sure.
do you feel your memories are like mine and Sylvia's?
Maybe a bit jumbled. Well, far more jumbled. I have a hard time paying attention to things.
Behind you, just hear from Yarbendorf, who had just fallen asleep during this conversation. Just
Lucan, what's your favorite memory?
I haven't thought of anything like that in some time. I think one of my favorite memories would have to be back when I still went to church with my family. Every Erenel's equivalent of Sunday, because I forget the name on the top of my head. We would have sermons and we would leave the lanterns out at at the front of the house. It was a nice, very different than it is now, that's for sure. I wish I could go back to that, but alas, that's not really an option.
Your family's still alive?
I like to think so.
Well,
I
that's
don't-
good.
I don't know. I haven't seen them in quite some time.
Naria? Anaria? That's Sunday.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Well, I hope they're doing well.
I'm sure they are. If anything, they probably miss me too. But I'm sure I'll see them in time. Once Resmir's light has been spread through the Nevermore and people are no longer trapped in their houses in fear of Harlock, then I'll be able to return. Or maybe if everything's back to normal here, then I can have them move here.
Can you write them a letter?
I have a sneaking suspicion that any letters leaving the Nevermore Expanse don't actually leave the Nevermore Expanse.
Oh.
Its wall of fog is much more to keep people out as much as it is to keep people in. I don't think anything like that would pass through without Harlock's permission. I mean, I wasn't able to find my way out, so I also didn't try very hard, I suppose, but...
Okay.
And what about your favorite memory? I'm sure it must be when you got your own kitchen.
No, that was bound to happen eventually.
Yes, of course.
I think my favorite memory was when I met Iska in the woods. And I found out what it was to be a nurses. So I thought that, I could be a nurses. And now I am. So
Sounds very special.
yeah, it was fun. We were in the woods because we're in the woods a lot. And then I found him because he was doing some druid stuff, like learning about some trees. I was trying to hunt a squirrel. It didn't work very well, but
I think I was planting trees.
I thought you were learning the different types. It was a big forest.
That's true.
Well, you could do that while planting, though. Were you collecting the seeds?
No,
Did it
I'm always
start back
collecting
then?
seeds.
Wow.
I've been doing that for a while.
Yeah, that's a long time. And I also liked when we all met up and we did some battles together and we helped people and now we take care of bad guys and that's real fun. And now we're the ghosty ones because we're all white and hair and feathers and fur. Hey Sylvia, what is your favorite memory?
Me? My favorite memory? Well, I've lived a long time,
How long?
but 251, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty old. It's been a long time. But throughout my long life, I've had very few favorite memories from my childhood and I guess my life in general. And unfortunately, my favorite memory is not attempting to kill Harlock, though it does correlate to why, or one of the many reasons why I tried to kill Harlock. He killed the person I once loved. And that person, meeting them for the first time, was probably my favorite memory.
What was that person like?
I'm confused.
They were sweet and kind. Didn't really care who I was, which was, a first for me. Because everybody knew who I was, and everyone had something to say. Why are you confused, Yusuke?
We're talking about your favorite memory. And you said Harlock killing your love. Is that the favorite memory? I am very confused. I'm sorry.
Maybe it was the way I worded it. No, meeting them for the first time was my favorite memory. I just kind of went on a tangent.
That makes more sense. Thank you.
Why did Harlock do it?
Because for the first time in my existence, he did not have full control over me.
I'm sorry. It's
fine.
very hard.
It was a long time ago.
Have you loved anyone since?
No. But then again, I was not really looking. And then I tried to kill Harlock and got locked up. And now I'm here.
No.
Oddly chipper on that there.
It's nice to be free of Harlock. Even though I am in this disgusting state.
I think it's disgusting.
Well, there's always plenty of powerful beings and deities in the trance that can reverse something like that.
Well, wouldn't anything like that, assuming that Sylvia met Sanguis, wouldn't that be the Below's territory?
Well, at a certain level of tethering, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, very well.
What was this person's name, Sylvia?
Emerith.
Ember.
They were an elf.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
Well, thank you.
How did you meet Emerith?
I can't remember all the details, but I remember I was in Nephistrad, just wandering about, and they saw me. I think I was in the market or somewhere, just looking at jewels and all that when I could afford those kinds of things. And they struck me as someone different.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, I remember them looking at me from afar, and they caught my eye.
Wow. That's really nice. That's a really good story. Makes me happy.
Like
Tyler.
me. Also happy. Says Benor. Silas is he's kind of got his head down. Looks a little depressed. What do you like at Silas?
Hey, Silas. Are you awake?
I'm not gonna answer anything tonight.
Oh no. Oh, you must be sleepy. Okay.
See Lucan kind of pull out a book and go through some pages a little bit and reads while he's listening. Nothing too crazy, he just pulls out a book, kind of looks at it.
What are you doing? Looking.
Well, I mean, we're talking about the below and the above and the trance and the Scarlet Walker. Back when we met Zilri in her house before we almost killed her, she managed to lend me some of her books, and I figured she has one on deities, and I was curious if the Nevermore Expanse's knowledge on the deities is any different than the West. Yeah, it mostly goes on. Not everything I want is in here, but the Scarlet Walker is here, and it's interesting, but nothing all that important, really. Unless you want to go into the below and make a deal with something.
Not really, no.
Fair enough. I mean, it might be something we might want to consider. Purely for academic and prosperous reasons, nothing nefarious.
Oh, hey, Benor. You're in the below, so were the creatures and persons in the below, are they evil?
I don't know a preacher. I know when you speak out of line, you take a whip across your back. Is that preaching?
It's evil.
The one whose heart is now in Sylvia's chest would enjoy his fiery whip.
That's an evil dude. Yeah, no.
Yes, that's why I'm happy. Very happy now to be here.
Benor, have you ever heard of the Tenebrous Academy in the below? Is that anything of importance down there?
He gives a expression, even though he has no eyelids, that he's kind of thinking. You can see his mouth kind of curl up in a weird way a bit. Doesn't know. Apologies, Lucan.
No, that is fine. I was just curious if there's any spots in the below that are like beacons of light, and if maybe this Tenebrous Academy might have been one of those.
I know some of the below is for the Raven Queen, some is for El Terrell, but I don't know of any light. I know war continues, even now.
War with who?
The Raven Queen fights for one side against El Terrell, and the Scarlet Walker on the other, vying for control of the below.
Well, let's hope that war never ends anytime soon. If you're a united below, would be a terrifying thing.
He kind of nods hastily. And he almost reaches for his back like he has ghost pain, like phantom pain.
Oh. I think he's gonna spend maybe 2 hours or so with her alchemy book.
Sylvia, as always, will keep reading her epistle.
Okay.
How many hours did you say we had to read before learning a language again?
What was your intelligence modifier? +2.
Yeah.
So you need 8 weeks. However many hours is 8 weeks.
I'll forget that after that.
Is that like 8 hours each day of those 8 weeks?
Yeah, it's a 8-hour day.
Okay, I'm at 40 hours right now. Or
Okay.
after 10, I'll be at 40 hours.
You're getting close.
You have 40 hours?
Well, I don't sleep, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
He just reads and watches over you guys as you sleep. He's the lookout.
At 14 hours.
I feel like Lucan would have some words about our lookout just reading a book instead of looking out. That's how he wakes up dead. He wouldn't even know. He'd be too busy reading his book on Abyssal.
Yeah.
So night comes. After you guys kind of discuss some of your 448 hours. Talk a bit about your past lives before meeting each other to become the Ghosty One's adventuring party. As Sylvia watches over you with an eye on his book. 2 eyes sometimes. You guys sleep and wake up the next day. On the 23rd? And you wake up to the slight pouring of rain, as rain is starting to now fall through the canopy around you, even though you're in this heavy forest. But as all of you come to, the rain falling over Yarbendorth wakes up while wiping their face from the rain. But Nora hasn't slept yet, kind of watches over everyone. You guys come to, Yuska, you drop your shroud. And as you drop your shroud, Ikanik, with your senses, you pick up a little ways away. You can spot some tracks that are similar to the Chorch tracks about 50 feet away from the group. Not like he was walking towards you guys, but like he was just kind of walking around this area. You can see the large hoof prints, the same ones that you saw before. But looking through the tree line in the rain, you can see parts of the Hagtooth Mountains to the north where you guys are traveling for your dungeon crawl. Maybe 4 hours journey until you get there.
Well, shall we be on our way, guys?
Yes.
Yes, the sooner we get this done with, the better. And Lucan will pull up his lantern priest hood.
All right.
Nick would pull up her hood as well. With the stars on the outside.
Okay. Yeah, your child's blanket hood.
Yeah, inside out.
So it's another couple hours journey. I got you guys as the same marching order as before. So Ikanik and Yuska, 2 of you guys give me perception checks. As you make your way north through the monotony of trees. 22 is good. 18 is also good. So you're making your way through the same timber tree forest as before. Stepping over rocks and the wet ground. Crossing a couple creeks. Always with the mountain in your sight. You hear a couple strange sounds in the distance, which is much different than what you're used to, as you came from a part of this forest that was like strangely silent and almost like a time lapse. But as you emerge into this new area towards the base of this mountain, you can hear birds again. You can hear the chirps of insects again. You're able to correctly figure out from the sound that there sounds like an owlbear family with a new cub a little ways to the north by the calls, the sounds that they make. Although you keep on your destination. And after 4 hours, you come to this large, jagged cliff face. The mountain looks like it reaches up. Not as large as other mountains, but it seems like it stretches farther. Like it's a dense but not high mountain. the jagged cliffs. At the very the tops of the mountain, you can see a couple large bird nests, and what you assume is, with your experience, it looks like a rock nest sits at the very top of this cliff. It's a very large nest that even at the base of the mountain you can make out. And you know the rock to be a large gargantuan bird with a 20-foot wingspan that rests at the top. But when you come up to this cliff face, you are focused on two things. One is it looks like a river flows into the mountain, and there's a small opening to where the river flows through at. It's about 15 feet wide. And if you look into the river, it looks like it drops almost. There's like a 15 to 20 foot depth in certain areas, and it's moving very fast. That's one option that you could use if you want to figure out how to go through this mountain face into the river canal. The other one is you can see it looks like a burrow has been hollowed out in the side of the mountain from your vantage point here to the south. The burrow is about 10 feet wide and almost 30 feet tall. And you can see small insectoid tracks leading in and out in both directions. Hundreds of these insectoid tracks. Many are small, but some of them look to be the same size as Yuska's footprints. So this is almost midday, not quite. But you're now at the base of this mountain. What would you guys like to do?
Well, let the group know what we found. Either the track option with the burrow or the river.
Well, I for one, I vote the burrow. If we're to clean these things out, I'd rather just start from the front than getting lost in that river.
Ew. Stop it. Nasty. Right?
I'm down for the drove as well.
For the audience.
Remember, everybody, service guarantees citizenship.
Silas sent a photo in the chat of kids stomping on cockroaches.
Oh, did you? I can't see it.
It's from
Starship Troopers.
Oh, yeah.
The only good bug.
It's a dead bug.
So it's nasty.
Doing my part.
Well, the burrow seems that it's going to be a fight with the creatures that we need to kill anyway. Kikimore. Or we could all swim. Sounds way more exciting, but more dangerous, so we probably shouldn't do that one. We can climb the mountain.
I vote with our horses, Yarb and Dorth, that we don't climb the mountain.
We're gonna bring our horses and Yarbadorth in the burrow, will we?
No,
the
but I
opening
don't.
30 foot tall.
I don't want my horse stuck at the top of there. If we need to run.
We could keep them down here.
All right. Well, let's put it to a vote. Who votes the river? Who votes climbing?
I do.
All right, that's one for climbing, and everyone else votes for the burrow, from lack of voting on the other options.
Oh, hold on. We can vote by non-omission. Do people not?
All right, fine.
go in
Who
the
wants to
burrow?
go through the burrow?
Yep.
Silas,
Yuska has decided to abstain.
Yuska.
Either way is fine with me.
I
Okay,
can't
well,
climb
I'm
with
not-
weight.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could find a different entrance, that's safer. But if we're going into a hole with bugs, I'm not going first. I'm really small.
That is a
But
fact.
you're also riding the biggest thing here.
Well, Yarb and Dorth are not going to go in there. Yarb, Dorth, do you want to go kill some bugs in a hole in the mountain? They're big bugs.
Yarb, do whatever Ikanik wishes. Dorth. Not like bugs.
Okay, you can stay here and guard the horses.
A job fit for Yarbendorf.
You do it well. I'm very proud of you.
It's actually a good way to use it and to protect your horses, and if you had loot here. So you're stepping into the burrow?
Yep.
Kikimore is gonna ride on Yuska's shoulders if he lets her.
We really need to get that.
Alright.
Ah, the comforts of home.
This is a really big map.
So Dungeon
scares me.
Crawl.
So tiny!
I think this is the first Ghosty One's Dungeon Crawl that I ran for you guys.
Yep.
So the way I do Dungeon Crawls is it's a big map. There's a lot of ecosystems in here. You don't feel like you have to do it all in one go. You can like find places to long rest and relax. So if an encounter beats you up, don't feel like you gotta push forward.
Don't worry, I'll be forcing the group to rest as a warlock.
Go.
Eldritch Blast like infinitely. We don't need to
We can't
rest.
do a long rest here.
Yes, please
It's
go.
not like we don't have something like Hearth of Moonlight and Shadow.
Let's give a map demonstration on the live stream. Shaboom! Yeah, thanks, sweet. Oh, I lost it in the dark. Boop. This might be the last time I do a dungeon crawl where I don't need to deal with the light. It's all just because in Foundry, it's all you guys. Where you move.
Yep.
That'd be sweet.
I'm really excited.
Woo.
And we
So
can
I-
actually have Eek ride on Yuska.
Yeah, there's a module that does it. You connect to them.
Can I ask a Foundry question?
Yeah.
So with with streaming, with Foundry and us having our own light with our own characters, how would that look on the Twitch stream with the DM?
Please got a module.
So I found a module, if it works correctly, it lets me jump between your guys' view,
Wow!
which would be pretty dope.
I'm being impressed.
If it's broken, send it to me. I'll fix it.
Hey, sweet.
Okay to show off, Big Dick.
It's not like I don't do this shit professionally. Jesus
That's
Christ.
really cool.
Uh,
It's not. You know what? I won't even charge you my $150 hourly
I feel like
consultation fee. You know.
Rismir lols in
spare
chat.
Hey, I'd be a lot. Got you.
So we got the 5 of you in here. Benor's in here too. Sylvia, you should be able to move Benor too.
Yep, I'm able to.
So you guys have walked about 100 feet into this long cavern. The height of the cavern has slowly sloped downward. Now it's about 20 feet above you. You can see little roots and driplets of water that hang from the ceiling. They're still in the ground. This is a soft ground. Not mud, but like a kind of squishy underfoot. Not like the tongue, just there's a lot
I
of
was about to ask if
condensation.
I can eat it, yeah.
Just a lot of condensation. And you also make out, for those that are adept with nature, it looks like bat guano, but a little bit darker, which you assume is insectoid shit. But as you guys walk deeper into this cavern, it slopes to the right and
Yeah.
pure darkness.
Sorry. I would like to pick up some insect poop, please. Not like the squishy kind, but like, I mean, it's all squishy, but not the fresh. But like the more like, this has been here a bit.
Okay.
Firm kind.
The what?
The solid firm kind.
Well, it's a condensation filled hole in the wall. I don't think there's gonna be any firm bad insect poop.
Fair.
I would just like to grab 3 unique sized handfuls of insect poop, please.
Thank God you added handfuls. I was just making like full on Eekanique sizes.
So you see Eekanique
Here,
just
put it in
bare
the bag of
hand
holding.
some insect shit and start to pop it.
I'm putting it in like a ball. There's like, they're poop grenades. I'm
Some
gonna light them on fire.
Shit snowballs. You got it.
Just wait. You're gonna see this shit fly.
You can keep that over there. You can eat. Just stay over.
She wipes her hands off on her pants, not her cloak, but on her pants. This stuff is really flammable. You know, I should try sometime, Sylvia.
I'm okay.
I
we
thought
want
it was
to
Sylvia.
be-
I'm gonna pass on that.
Do we want to be stealthy?
Well, I mean, we should be stealthy when we hear something. So whoever has really nice perception. Huh?
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 What?
Do we want pass without a trace?
I think we should be stealthy when we hear something.
I'll save it then.
Okay. So as you slowly make your way through the cavern, as it slopes, coming around the corner, Silas and Yuska, as you approach that bend right there, the light comes off, and it's a... You can't see what's down the way yet, but you can see the light that it gives off, and it is blues and yellows and transfluorent, like moss and mold colored. Harlequin says, everyone warns you about the yellow snow, but no one warns you about the things Eek throws.
She does throw a lot of stuff.
Nice.
The true words have
Potions,
never been spoken in this
insect
campaign.
food.
Lucan has 120 sight, doesn't he?
Yeah, and it's true sight too, so it's not like it's like dark or black and white. I see like it's absolutely normal outside right now.
Okay. So you can see from your vantage point as you guys turn the corner, you can see a little bit into this room, and you see these, on the edges of your vision, these tall, towering zircud mushroom caps, which are like 40-foot mushrooms.
Have Yuska and or I seen anything like these tall mushrooms?
Make a nature check with disadvantage. 'Cause I don't think you guys have done much underground.
Hey.
19. You know they are they grow like trees underground when there's a lot of condensation, and they're a good source of protein and food for creatures that live underground.
But not necessarily for anything else?
Nothing really for alchemy.
What about like eating it for normal creatures?
Yeah, normal creatures can eat it for substance. So just to help out vision a bit, Silas, as you come around the corner, a couple of things are going to stick out to you. One is, in front of you, mossy paths run between these towering zircud caps. These humongous mushrooms scrape the 40-foot high ceiling of this cavern. Ikanik, you would see a couple things that stick out to you that aren't what's in the room. There are what's called worm-tongue petals, which are common, jagged red petals that are common in alchemy for poisons. Not like very substantial poisons, but they do fetch a pretty penny if you were to harvest them. And they grow on some of these large towering mushrooms. And as you look through this forest, this is what you guys see as the forest is made up of.
That's pretty.
It is nice.
It's like Avatar.
With our underground.
Swaying in a corner of this area, not trying to be stealthy, but you guys would notice something you met before, which is violet fungus, which is very poisonous, alive fungus that will reach out and sting you. And you see this humanoid creature standing in front of the fungus, almost like he is applying spores to it. And he's covered in dark green bark with twinning tendrils that stretch in and out of his body. And as he reaches out to spread these spores, the tendrils kind of reach out as well, like roots, wrap around the poisonous violet fungus in front of him. He hasn't reacted to your presence. He might not know you're there, but he's standing in this forest of mushrooms and algae, tending to his garden.
I thought this place was infected with bugs.
I saw. We going to talk to him?
He doesn't look all that friendly. I think Sylvia should shoot him.
Alright, on him saying that, I'll take out my bow and take a shot at him.
Well, when he says that, I'll pull my heavy crossbow out and get it ready to shoot.
All right, let's roll initiative, and you guys will
Silas
surprise me.
coming in with the
As they're doing
long
that,
range.
like, well, I don't see why we can't just talk to him.
Roll initiative for a surprise round, then you guys make your shots. Oh, Sylvia's got yours. Okay.
Sorry, I meant to roll initiative
That's
first.
good. Everyone gets basically an action. Oh, the 2.
So as a reminder to chat, those who don't have an advantage symbol over their icon means that you can donate bits, or about, I don't know, how many
Or channel points.
Twitch points, channel points, to give us
5,000.
advantage. 5,000 to give us advantage. Channel points are free. I don't have advantage. Neither does Yuska.
I can't give it to you though.
You can't.
Oh, there you go. Hi, Pilot. Dropping the inspiration. Who do you want to give it to? Eek and Yuska are both free.
Yuska rolled the 1. I should point it out.
Let's not burn inspiration on the first encounter on their.
I'm just saying.
Inspiration on a sneak attack.
Oh no, Harlequin.
Oh no.
Well, there is a bit option. It costs about $3 or $4 in bit money USD equivalency.
5,000 channel points.
Just gotta keep watching. You'll
Yeah,
get those
just gotta-
channel points.
You just follow
This is
and watch,
true.
and you'll be good. You can eat with advantage from IP a lot.
Oh, pity me.
The gods
yes, please.
look down upon Eekneek.
I drink my IP to IP a lot.
So Sylvia's shot. Do you guys want to all give me shots? Those that want to?
Mine, if he's surprised, mine counts as a critical hit.
Got it. Okay. Heavy crossbow from Silas.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast that man twice.
You got it.
We don't know if it's man, to be honest.
Hit.
It.
So, 2 Eldritch Blasts shoot through this fungus-filled room. A heavy crossbow bolt flies, and then a very well-placed short bow shot all fly and hit this Vine Lord as Sizzy G gives Yuska advantage
Ah,
Okay.
across the board. All these bolts and Eldritch Blasts slam into this Vine Lord, who recoils, doesn't make a sound, and you see the vines in the ropes just kind of flail about chaotically, and he turns and looks down the hallway at those that shot him. Pissed. Top of the round's Lucan.
Telling me all that didn't kill him?
I am going to, as a bonus action, cast Hex on him, and then I'm going to Eldritch Blast him.
Okay. Hex marker.
So he's taking 41 points of damage.
Oh my! 3 ones and 4 rolls. Whoa.
Ned,
wow.
you are
Oh,
Gotta burn him out at some point.
Ghosty ones.
Our new
we're all
mascot,
dead.
guys.
It's the first encounter all over again.
And even his advantage roll would have only been a 2.
Whoa. Yuska slips on bug poop and falls down as he moves. Says glorious. so Eldritch Blast go flying through this corridor, smashing into the large Zerkud cap mushrooms, missing the Vine Lord. Eekneek's up.
Right. Can I shoot my bow on Yuska's shoulders? Or do I need to get off first?
Oh yeah, you're up here. Sheek.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can shoot him.
Awesome. Sweet. Alright, then I'll do a double whammy towards our branch friend. Nothing special or anything, and he's already been attacked, so I'm gonna do Colossus Slayer on him. And a toe.
Both hit. 22. Nice.
Yeah. Then I would like to yell, it's like, surrender now or die! and that's it.
He just, and then he's like an Terminator 2, where that thing just keeps walking forward at you, like Mike Myers. He's gonna dash to there. And as he dashes up at the end of his turn, you see these holes that are in his body start to close, full of vines. Like he heals himself, like he regenerates a bit. Goes to Sylvia.
I'll move a bit and take another shot at him.
You got it.
Wow, okay, I'm gonna use my advantage.
Good. What was once a widely missed shot turns into a crit. For 11. Another shot pierces him in the neck and he kind of stumbles a bit. He steps up. Still standing.
Do I do Bernard's turn on my turn as well?
Yep.
Okay, he'll do the same thing. He'll shoot at him with his bow.
Okay.
Do I roll that or you?
That's up to you.
I'm not sure what I need to roll. Is it the same thing as mine?
Alright, I got you. Short bow. Ah, crit. I crit myself. 2 bolt shots. Both crit. Hit the Vine Lord left and right. Like Frankenstein bolts in his neck.
He hit higher than I did.
Silas is up.
Alright. Well, I'm going to pull up both my swords and then just kind of move there because that's all I can really do.
And Yiska.
And I would have saw him regenerating, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do this. Little buddy, I know you're always trying to light your arrows on fire in the middle of combat, so I think this will help, and I'll reach back and tap her quiver.
Nice.
It's amazing.
And I believe it is... What is it, 12 arrows?
12 arrows at extra d6 fire damage.
Yep, so
For
12
an
of your
hour.
arrows will light up with fire.
I'm
They
reminded
don't
of
like hurt each other or my quiver or anything.
Nope. It's magical, so...
Sweet.
And I'll take a 5-foot step behind Lucan.
top of the round to Lucan.
Well, I'm gonna shoot him again and hopefully hit him.
First one misses, but the second one hits. You get hex too.
3 1s and 2 2s back to back. By the way.
I was around a d8. I got okay. Fix the short bow. 9 damage from the Elder's Blast. What the...
Sorry, I just noticed that when you rolled it.
That's a good call. The Eldritch Blast, that hit as it puts a hole in the side of this Vine Lord, he kind of falls a bit and he looks pretty wounded now.
Wait, combat music? I'm just asking to make sure I don't miss it.
Not for this guy, just because he's about to die. I was expecting you guys to talk to him. He connects up.
Okay, well, with these flame arrows, she's gonna put a piece of poop on it. One poop ball.
Shooting flaming
On
shit
the
at him.
arrow. Is that
Someone called them flame.
is that a bonus action or an action though?
I'll give you a bonus action for it, it's fine.
Okay. So one arrow with the poop, and then she's gonna fling it, and it's gonna be the flame arrow for extra combustion.
She called the shit
just-
poop.
Arrows of flaming poop.
Oh no.
First one misses.
Okay, we're gonna do a second one with another piece of poop. And then shoot again.
Second one misses. They both fly wide.
I'm using it.
Use an advantage on the second one.
Yes. More damage anyway.
Oh, and that add a 1d6 fire
Add a
damage to
1d6,
that.
yes.
Yeah.
Can't waste 2 poops. Hey!
So with the d6 fire damage, because he is vulnerable to it, it doubles to 12, which the flaming arrow full of shit hits him in the forehead, and he falls back dead.
That's
Uh,
because they're happy. She gets off of Yuska's shoulders to try to collect her arrows. And poop. More poop.
He's vulnerable to shit, IPA.
Flaming shit.
uh,
And I believe flame arrows last for an hour, so you still have 10 more flaming arrows.
As long as you keep up your concentration, she gets it.
Yep.
Like the whole time?
When you use them, the magic dissipates whether or not you hit or miss.
Yeah.
But for the next, like roughly an hour,
Wait,
there's another 10. Yeah. Unless I drop the spell.
Mm-hmm. I would like to pick up 2 more pieces of poop, please.
So before you see the dead Vine Lord as Ikanik reaches down and just scoops up some more shit from the ground under.
It's very effective.
Walking past the Vine Lord's charred body and into this towering forest of mushrooms. A couple things open up to you. One is the violet fungus. They don't move, they just kind of sit there and they sway. The second thing is this room gives off a very bright light that comes from the eastern corridor, which illuminates so that you can see everything in the room. Inside the room, you see needle-sharp stalactites stud a 30-foot high ceiling on this western wall. Large stalked fungi towers are surrounded by mold and mushrooms, which create this bizarre but beautiful tapestry of colors. Luminescent lichens grow across the caverns, bathing this grove in soft hues of yellow, blue, and violet color. At second glance, the large fungi towers behind these humanoid fungi plant creatures resembles the floor of the tongue caves from your recent adventure. Those are only the ones that are by these fungus people. Humanoid fungi plant creatures, known as the Maconids, for those that have seen these before, move around the cavern and seem to be working as a community, cautiously spreading spores to grow and cultivate the fungus in the room. One Maconid towers over the others and appears to be leading them, shown in the picture, but he does not speak. You can see that when you come around the corner that they see you, but they seem to kind of just continue going about their silent work. And then a corridor extends to the south and to your east. The smaller Maconids look like this. And then next to the very large Maconid is a Maconid-looking dog creature, which is about 6 feet long. A very large bulbous head kind of bounces around. His shit ranger revival subclass. So now you stand in this field of mushrooms. A very more prominent, almost like a mushroom grove, lies in the western corridor.
Well, they don't seem aggressive.
I don't think we should be killing everything we come across.
did you say there was light coming from the east?
There's light coming from the east, similar to the light that comes from the west. But the light that comes from the east is a little less vibrant, a little less powerful. Which kind of gives you the sense that there's more of these fungus, fluorescent algae growing.
Before we advance, could we do a quick break?
Yeah, you want to take a quick break?
Yeah, just to go to the restroom, and Sylvia's already gone, so.
All right, so quick 2-minute break chat. We'll be back real fast. And we'll see what they do with the mushroom people. Be right back.
Probably kill them. That's our go-to solution.
What did you do? Mama's doing good with her fucking poop arrows. What is it with you? Why are you doing this?
No, but Daddy might give you some cheese. That's not because that's high price. You can bring a scoop, you can. He doesn't have that. Go get that cheese.
Just realized I didn't mute myself. Did you hear all of that?
Drunk.
So-
Fucking poop arrows.
And then he's bringing me a snack. Mostly I was talking to the dog about how she needs to follow Dad to get some cheese. So hot. Face is really white for some reason. It wasn't before. Well, it was, but
Auto camera adjust.
there you go. You would think my room is daytime right now.
Oh, Sissy G, yeah, the Die Embers group knows about these Maconans very well.
Tell us, Shawnee.
You guys know about these guys real well.
I vote we kill them.
Oh, we gotta talk to them first.
Not gonna die. They're friendly mushroom people. They're fungi people.
Yes.
Friendly in this area, in this place.
We got 20 viewers. Hey guys.
Hey guys.
How's it going?
Waiting for the rest of the group to get back and we'll keep dungeon delving.
Drop.
If you
drop
like
a
what
hey
you
in
see,
chat.
yeah, hit that follow button if you like it. If you play D&D 5e, download some of our free content down there and get subclasses and spells for free to play in your own games. And everyone's back. Let's play.
I would love to start excavating those flowers. The violet. No, what is it called?
Make a
Worm tongue petals.
nature check for me.
Cool.
Yeah, I need to do that, Res. I keep forgetting to. All right.
You don't have Keck W in your chat. Are you really even a streamer?
I know. So a couple things stick out to you, Eek and Eek, as the mushroom people go about their business in the corner there. And because you move so close to the fungus, it's going to swing at you.
God damn it.
So as you're like
Oh no,
moving
that
around,
hits.
Eek, the fungus's lashes just kind of reach out and sting you on the shoulder for 3 points of necrotic damage. With a 17, there are worm tongue petals, which are the jagged red petals, but you also notice mort flesh powder, which is a dark purple powder that grows on top of some of the moss. How much time would you like to spend to collect? Salvage Roads is a good one.
However long it takes for people to go talk to the Maconid.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe that's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 3 minutes.
Lucan would be staying near Eek in case something from the east shows up.
Okay. So as you guys approach, because you haven't moved away from the fungus, they swing at you again. This time with a 6. Another reach out. And you step away this
I
time.
could do
You dodge
something
it.
about this.
Did Ikimik actually get any of them? Sorry, I was talking to my girlfriend for a moment.
She's starting to harvest them now.
I'm just getting attacked.
Would I know just by looking at them that they deal necrotic damage?
So she's harvesting plants. She's not harvesting the violet fungus. She's harvesting plants in the area. She's just standing really close to the fungus. But when you see the touch hit her, it makes her skin turn to like this blackish color. Yeah.
Does it feel different? Like would I know? But like, oh, that feels really bad. My skin is eroding.
Yeah, you would notice it's definitely not like a normal sting, a normal bite.
Oh god. Okay, we're gonna hurry this shit up.
Eek, if you want, I'll harvest them for you.
Oh well. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna move away. I'm gonna try to like dodge their attack and move away. Go behind Sylvia or next to her. Okay, you gotta use this knife. Here, take this dagger. Yep. And then you're going to have to like gently take off the petals from the book that I read. You just gotta do it really, really slightly and softly. They're very delicate. And then if you could scoop out the powder into one of these beakers with your dagger that I just gave you, just really gently. You know, don't want to miss anything. Don't touch it either.
I'll follow instructions and do it.
All right. When you gather, do you have herbalism kit?
Fuck no.
All right. So Sylvia, you're gonna roll your choice, wisdom or intelligence modifier, plus just a d20 plus your intelligence or wisdom. No proficiency bonus on the roll.
Doing intelligence.
You have advantage.
You wanna-
No, I used it.
You used it?
yeah, you used it.
Yep.
No.
So Sylvia, as you try to cut some of this worm petal up,
Oh, God.
you accidentally cut a little too hard, and you slice up the stem a bit, and you see this green poisonous ooze kind of fall out, which would be harmful to anyone except for you. But you are unable to harvest this plant.
Oh no. Ah.
Sorry, Eek, I tried.
Oh well, yeah. You could just maybe be a little more gentle next time. You know, could you try for the powder this time? Just scrape very gently. Don't get any of the mushroom that it's on. Just into the beaker that I gave you.
Okay,
Same.
I've tried.
Same roll. Nice. That's a good one. So you are able to slowly cut off the mort flesh powder, which is this dark purple powder, away from some of the mold. You can feel about a vial of it as you slide it carefully and slowly.
When I'm done, I'd hand it to Ikimik.
Wow, that was much better. Thanks.
Yep. Rolled one. You successfully collect a beaker of mort flesh powder.
Yeah.
And with your alchemy abilities, Ikanik, you would know that mort flesh powder it's a powder not used in alchemy. It is a powder used by very rich humans and Krov as makeup because it makes you appear younger when you apply it to your face. But it does sell for quite a bit.
Awesome.
Silas and Yusuke, as you kind of walk towards these Maconids and the very large sovereign, they all turn and look at you, and you don't see any mouths, but you hear telepathically from what you assume is the large one. Welcome. You have removed our protector. Don't know if we should be thanking you or scolding you. This is only in Silas and Yusuke's mind.
mean, Sylvia shot first, so that's on you. That's on you, Silas.
Well, how would I think? Um, how about we just say it's even? It's neither good nor bad.
The voice fills your head again. We are peaceful. We are not violent. You're welcome here.
We're searching for the bugs and
Greedo shot first. They are everywhere. But they leave us to harvest, to grow, to collect, to spread.
do you know the easiest way to get to them?
The waters.
The water from outside?
He points in this direction. But they are everywhere in the mountain. Come, we can show you if you will meld with us.
What do you mean meld?
He kind of slowly glides towards you guys. Like his feet kind of just barely brush the floor. And as he does, the Makonids behind him almost move together, like as one mind, like as one being. And they all get really close together. Sprout moves away for a bit. And they all reach out, and you see when they reach out, they almost like touch hands, like make a circle, but the fungus and the algae kind of grow and combine together, making them almost one large being. And kind of like Avatar, they sway a bit together. All Makonid are one mind. We share all thoughts, all personality, all memories together. You will see what we see, you will know what we know, and we will know what you know. As he's talking to you telepathically behind him, you just see them swaying back and forth, back and forth.
How am I to know what you know is the truth?
When you meld, you do not lie to one another. You peer into each other's mind. No secrets on any of our people. No violence. Only cultivation. About this time, Eek, Sylvia, and Lucan, you can see Silas and Yuska staring at this large mushroom Makonid, and you can see behind them the lights are kind of flickering.
Well,
I don't think you want to see into either of our minds.
We do not need to meld. Just know as long as you do not bring violence here, you are welcome. Among the Zerkud caps, Makonids start to spread out a bit. When they move, each footfall almost lands for each one at the exact same time using the same leg. And he slowly just kind of fades back to his people, and you can make out that he's directing them without speaking again.
what happened, guys? You can come up.
I'll start walking back this way. They say the bugs come from the south area through the water.
I guess we should travel south then.
Wait, I saw bug tracks here though, and they were the size of Yuska's feet. I want to know more information about what that is. And there's bug poop.
They come here to eat, I would assume.
But that means they also come from this way.
While our group is having this discussion, I'm gonna set an alarm up on like the entrance to the eastern and where we came from area. So if someone walks through there, I'll get a mental ping.
Kind of like here.
Yeah, just so if anything comes back from where we came from, we'll hear them blip.
Okay.
Did anyone tell us, or did you guys tell us about the mind melding part?
No.
Look at this!
Oh, look at the service.
What is this, a margarita?
Oh no.
Oh.
It's not a margarita. It's not. Let's frown. Let's boo. All in unison. Sorry, the mind melding. Was that a no?
Our group seems very against any form of mind melding at this point.
Totally for it.
But no, I wouldn't have said anything about them as far as like mind melding to be the hive kind of
That's
collective.
good call. Okay. Well, did we want to try to get more information from them, or will they just not talk to us at all because?
I don't think there's much more we can learn from them.
Well, if we're going to trust their advice, I suppose we should try and head south.
See. Okay. Well, what about the eastern entrance, though? That has some light coming out of it. Do we want to explore there?
Well, our first priority is getting rid of these bugs. We can always explore afterwards.
Talk to the mushrooms. Is that okay with you guys?
I think we should be on our way.
Okay.
If you wish to talk to them, I'll go with you, but I do think we should head south.
It'll be really quick. I promise I'll only ask 3 questions.
Alright. You guys, if you want, you can go up ahead. We won't be long.
Don't go too far, Silas. Ikanik will come up with Lucan.
All right. So you step through and you see the same stalked fungi towers and the mold and mushrooms. Same bright, brilliant tapestry. And the Makona, the large sovereign, again turns. He sees new faces this time. He looks. Then he slowly floats. Similar as before. And he approaches you telepathically. Welcome. Brings in Lucan and Ikanik's mind.
Hello?
You say that out loud or in your head?
I say it out loud. So I guess also in my head, because that's kind of how that works.
You also slain our protector, our guardian. And we still have not decided if this is good or bad, but your friend seems to think that this is good.
Well, we do apologize for that. The entrance to these caves, we have set up an alarm. If anything's to come, you'll hear it. It's no protector, but it might help.
The insectoids crawl through this cavern. They never come here, and into our people's area, but they may pass. They are friendly to us.
Then what do you need the protector for?
That is a good question. He was always there. But now he's not. Strange.
Very. Ikanik, you had some questions?
Yes. So our friend Silas, you talked to him, he said, that you said that the bugs come from the south, but I saw a lot of bug tracks in the north entrance where we came. Can you explain that?
They cluster by the waters, and then they spread through the mountain to collect. And then they return to their queen. But do not be fooled by their legs, for they swim very, very well.
See, Ikanik, I told you the river would have been an awful idea.
That would have been an awful idea.
It probably would have dragged us down. We would have
Very
drowned.
bad. Okay. My other question is, what do you know what is to the wall behind us in the east direction?
More bugs?
Could you elaborate, maybe?
They have 4 legs and hard shells, unlike us. They're everywhere in these caverns. There was also one like your friend, the large one. He had the same glow about him.
The one with fur or the one like me? And I lift up my forearm.
The one with fur.
Do you know which direction that one went?
Past the waters. On the other side of the mountain.
Ikanik, I think it'd be safest if we went east first. If there's more bugs that way.
Well, there's more bugs south too. Okay, I told Silas I would only ask 3 questions, and I asked like 2.5. Okay. So this is kind of like a half question, maybe. Do you happen to have a mushroom people guide that would accompany us on our journey?
We must grow and feed the great Zirkwood. Unfortunately, we cannot give any. All must do this. All listen.
Aside from all of you here, are there more of you inside the caves?
There was once. We are the last remaining cluster. There was also others that look sort of like you. Flesh. Squish. Towards the east. In their own section of the mountain.
If there's more humans, or I think we should go east. We might be able to get help clearing these bugs out.
I think that sounds best. We don't know what's south exactly, but now we have a little bit of an idea about east, maybe.
Don't you... If you meld with us, we can show you everything. And you can show us everything. And we'll be a collective strength and unity.
Equal look at you, Lucan.
Meld? What does that mean? And I'll be giving the same look back at Eek.
You see the Maconids again, like they did before?
Oh no.
Willed to come together. And you see them all join hands again. The same, just like Yusuke and Silas saw, they form almost into one body and they kind of sway back and forth. Almost like they become one. And then the head, Amaha, the sovereign, just looks ahead. Just behind him, they just sway back and forth. All Makonid share everything. Memories, personality, fears.
Should we do this, Ikanik? The others didn't mention anything like this.
Allowed to ask any more questions. So maybe if
I'm
we
sure
want
you
to
can
do
ask
it,
one more.
okay. I don't know what question to ask, but if you want to do it, I'll hold your hand, and maybe our minds will go together like their minds. And if you meld, then all of us will meld. Maybe we should get the whole group. This is probably a bad idea.
It's definitely an interesting idea. They don't look harmful,
That's true.
but
Wait, maybe we can ask them if this will hurt us.
yeah, Ikanik has a great question. Will this hurt us or make us one with your tribe instead of being individual?
No pain. Only pleasure. All knowledge flooding through your body. Every Makonid. From everyone that joins in the meld. All at once.
I mean, that doesn't sound that awful, Ikanik. It might give us the advantage to clear these bugs out without any of us dying.
Okay. Well, I mean, it sounds a little too good to be true, but
Up to you. I won't do it unless you will.
well, I want to do it. But I don't want to get like the others in trouble.
I mean, they didn't mention anything of it. Maybe they didn't get asked the same question.
That could be.
Maybe
okay.
your set of questions were the right ones to befriend. I don't know.
I do ask
I'll
good
go to my element
questions.
here.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, yeah, no, okay, let's. Okay, yeah, she'll hold out her hand for Lucan.
Lucan will squat down on his knees to have his hands at the right height level for her.
Okay.
I'm gonna regret this so much.
Oh, sorry, guys.
So for this to properly work, you guys also have to take hands of the Makonids too. So you have to join the swaying chain. You can hold each other's hands, but one of you has to lock with one of the Makonids to complete the meld circle.
Sure, that doesn't sound bad at all. Lucan will kind of just like, yeah, I guess I'll be the one touching the mushroom guy.
All right. So Lucan and Ikanik, you guys watch as they join the meld, and Amaha grabs Ikanik's left hand with his large mushroom hand, and you feel the growth go over your hands, Lucan and Ikanik, from the two Makonids that are grabbing your hands. And it's like an instant just rush of information, and you see all the Makonids. Each one has their own personalities, their own names. You hear the name Arshti and Utrin and Ulutum and Balusha and Amaha, and all these Makonid names come rushing through your head. Some are scared of the bugs. Some think the bugs are cool. Some want to try to learn how to ride the bugs. Some want to develop a better ecosystem that expands behind this little area. I need both of you to give each other one bit of backstory that you haven't given anyone else as you guys are melding together. You can do it by whisper if you want to.
Yeah, I'll do it by whisper.
So you guys don't need to share it.
Fun.
So Ikanik
Like
and
right
Luke,
now.
or just whenever, but
Okay.
because you guys are basically invading each other's mind.
Would we not see the whisper on the stream? Well, for the ones of us that are on Twitch.
No. They're just gonna player to player.
Yeah, like a player-to-player whisper.
Oh,
Because-
okay. I thought they were streaming DM.
Yeah, because they're going into each other's. Oh, when I stream, I have a second account to hide everything, all the whispers.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Unfortunately, as you guys are jumping from mind to mind in these Maconids, and they jump to your minds and they listen, and you jump into Amaha's mind, they are a non-violent colony. They are very friendly and very peaceful. They have always been here. Amaha was just larger for some reason. But they were all grown by the Vine Lord, which you guys slain before. And none of them have ever went to the other sides of this cave. They've only been in this one area. But they were told information by the Vine Lord. Like he was like their
They
creator.
killed their dad. I feel bad now.
Yeah.
But they also watch trails of the insectoids come through. And as you guys delve deeper and deeper into each other's brain, you hit this strange black space, and you feel fear from every Maconid all at once, and Amaha, because you feel each other's presence and each other's emotions, and all of a sudden they're all fearful, they're all terrified. Different.
Oh
What?
God.
Different.
No.
And Lucan and Eek and the Maconid are pulled into the strange same void-like area that Lucan has entered before. And the Maconid, as they step into this strange area where you first met the giant void creature, the Maconid start to just freak out. They don't speak. It's all telepathic to each other and to yourselves as you're still melding. But they are terrified and they have no idea what's going on.
Eek, get behind me. We have to go.
Oh, yep. I'm huge.
Oh yeah, it made you big when I changed you.
Sneaks first. Turn.
She's immediately going to get behind Lucan, and as a reflex, kind of like hold on to his leg in an attempt to get up, but not really.
You get behind Lucan, and next to Lucan is this stone slab with the dead body of a Sanguis woman laying on it, and a large dagger, looking like she has her stomach cut open, similar to the same place that Lucan saw before. And as you guys whirl around and you see the void tentacles in the black hole writhing towards you, you hear a similar sound that you've heard once before.
Eek, close your eyes.
Okay.
Grant them eyes. Grant them eyes. Plant the eyes on their brains to cleanse their beastly idiocies. How they writhe inside their heads. The feeling is rapturous. And he emerges once again.
Ikanika has her head against Lucan's leg to cover her eyes.
He slowly floats towards you all, similar to as he did before. The mutated creature with fleshy tentacles, ripped wings which drip purplish black liquid. The Maconids, their eyes scream. You can feel the fear as they scream in your head, terrified of this creature that's coming at them. The Maconids all at once say the same thing in your head. How do we escape? We must leave.
What do you want from us this time?
I am your mentor all along, Lucan. Your guiding light. You have brought children to me. He flaps, and you see his tentacles start to slowly just stretch from his body.
That makes no sense. That's not true.
The Maconid, they're like freaking out, but these tentacles are slowly coming towards the Maconids.
I want to leave. Make it stop.
We can try and run, but I don't know how far we'll get.
Amaha rips his arms from your guys' hands, and you find yourself back in the tunnel, and the Maconid look terrified, and they all back up against the wall. The non-violent race are now just like insanely scared of you all, and Maha also stands in front of his people.
I thought you said that would be safe.
What?
That did not feel safe to me.
What did you bring to our grove? What are you? What are the both of you?
We brought nothing. You wanted to meld with us. What have you brought to us this time? Ikanik, we need to leave this forest.
Never seen
Everything
it
seems to be
before.
against us.
Okay.
Leave.
I'm sorry.
Killer
Yeah.
of the Protector. Doorway to horrors.
But that wasn't us. Was it?
No, that was not us. We don't have the ability to do anything like that. At least I don't. There's more things
Okay.
going on in this cave than they let on.
Okay.
Sylvia, you can see. You can't hear anything because it's all telepathic, but you can see them, and you can see like the fear and the Makonids behind them, and their body language.
I think it's afraid too. It's very obvious.
Let's go, Ikanik.
Yeah.
Before anything else happens.
Okay.
How much of that did you get to see?
Just that you scared the living hell out of them somehow.
Oh yeah.
What did
No,
you
I was
do?
talking to Ikanik with that question. As we
No,
were
that's
walking
fine.
back.
Keep going. Keep going. No, that's fine.
We didn't do anything. Those things are no different than that hag. This whole forest is corrupted by something.
I'm pretty sure Yusuke's been telling us that since day one.
Yes, and I don't doubt him now. I haven't the last few days. I say we head south. These things say that there's bugs and other people like me on the east side, but if they're like anything else in this cave, I'm sure they're not good.
Kikimore is keeping her head down. She's very solemn. Like there's no smiles or cheeriness or inquisitiveness.
Also, Yusuke, how many of your kind end up heading this way? To this side of the continent?
I know some of my siblings did. I couldn't tell you how many.
Well, apparently there's another Ursus in these caves on the other side of the river. Or something like that. I don't really remember that well.
Hopefully not one of my brothers. Or hopefully not one of my sisters. I don't know. More importantly, did you guys do the mind meld?
Yes.
Yeah, we were under
What
the
did you guys see?
more of that realm with that abomination.
Eek.
Yeah.
Did it address Lucan again?
Yeah. It was scary.
Let's go south.
It didn't address just me.
Your it did say that your person, your other Ursus was east though, past the river. On the other side of the mountain. Well, maybe not east, but past the river on the other side of the mountain. And there was also more humans maybe east where they were. But we don't know anything about south.
We should probably head east then.
If that's what you think is best. I'd rather not meet these other people.
Hika's gonna climb on top of Yuska's shoulders if he'll have her.
He'll actually pick her up.
Okay. So you're going east?
Yuska will start
This way?
walking east unless somebody says anything else.
Okay.
Once it starts going, I'll start following.
Walking east, you can feel Amaha and the Makonis kind of just watching as you leave. So before you go, the room opens up to more of the same fungi forests that fill the cavern like before, and more stalactites up overhead. The path to the south, as you peek into this almost like crossroad area, there's a path to the south, which is down here. Path to the east and a path to the north. You get a little more open on the south part here. And as you look through, the cavern to the north appears empty, but with your perception, since it's so high, you can hear the slight digestions of something, like something is chewing softly in the north cavern. And then to the south, those large circles are the some more of the Zerkwood giant 40-foot fungus trees. Besides the chomping quietly to the north, there's not much sound in here.
I will cautiously walk forward just to kind of get somewhat of a glimpse in there where I can hear the noise.
So out of the corner of your eye, I'll just reveal the whole thing, make it easier. That was an ugly reveal. Out of the corner of your eye, you can see a little part of this carcass of a partially eaten stag sticks a little bit out. You can see part of a massive four-legged insectoid creature. His face is facing in your direction where the opening is, but he doesn't react like he sees you. But you can see him eating this killed beast.
I think we found our first bug.
Are they all this big?
I would imagine so. And their queen will probably be much bigger.
Well, it seems to be alone. We might as well attack it now. Might be able to learn something from it.
I feel like it would be better to attack these individually than the whole swarm at once.
Agreed.
I agree.
Say you can't kill them all if you don't kill the first one.
That is a great thing. Forget, do you want to sneak up front, maybe? And go get an attack on it?
Yuska will position himself, I guess, so... as best as I can to get, like, an angle on it. If we're gonna attack it.
I'll tell Benor to stay beside Yuska.
Okay.
So I'll kind of stay near the front of everything as best I can while they try to get an angle.
Well, unlike the previous encounter, I I feel like we can actually feel good about attacking first this time.
He's got a red circle.
You're kind of like there. To get the best angle, probably right there. As you move
So
a little,
really, you need to get like up here.
yeah, you gotta get like almost a little bit into the tunnel to get a good angle on it. You can still shoot at it, but he's gonna have a little higher AC because he has a little more cover. But when you get closer, you can see he has like a leech-like mouth, like a circle mouth maw, and he's sucking the life essence out of the stag, like a leech.
I'm ready when you guys are.
Let's see. I'll pull both my sights out, or well, whatever. But
Let's roll initiative as you guys sneak up.
Pull my sword out.
God, horrible rolls.
We've all been having pretty bad rolls all night.
Except for Eek, all of a sudden just pulled out a crit.
I have advantage on initiative.
Yeah, but she also rolled a 20.
Ooh, epic battle music.
Just kidding. This is what I wanted.
All right. So you guys have a surprise round to do with what as you wish. Because these guys have pretty poor perception. So Eek, you up first.
Yeah.
You still have fire arrows too.
Yes, I do. I'm just gonna take a fire arrow out. I'm not gonna put some poop on it.
You gotta get to about here if you want to do a good shot.
God damn it. My range 80. No, my range is 80 with the short bow.
Yeah, but you can't see from there.
God
It's
damn it.
angles.
Yeah, the angle.
Okay, I'm gonna jump off of Yusuke. That way. I'm gonna dodge, not dodge, I'm gonna like dance from wall to wall. Gonna go there.
They are 10-foot squares as well, by the way.
What?
They are 10-foot squares, by the way.
So,
It's a big place.
okay. Oh shit.
Man, that makes the bug even
10.
bigger.
20. 30? Okay.
Yep.
Jeez, this place is awful. Alright, and then I'm gonna do... How far away? 60 feet?
Let me change it to make it easier. Hold on. See if it makes it better. I'll just change the grid. There you go.
I'm really gonna need proficiency on my beak attack.
There. Now it's just 5 feet.
Oh, sweet. Are you sure?
Yeah, it makes it easier.
Then I will... Where's my dagger? 20 feet. I'm gonna do 2 short bow attacks. First one without Colossus Lair, hoping that hits. With my fire arrow.
A 21 hits. It's 13 damage. Good damage roll.
Second one with another fire arrow, but with Colossus Slayer. Colossus Slayer didn't add to that. Poop.
A fire arrow too.
Colossus Slayer is a D8.
Alright, got it. Nice attacks.
At 15, I'm gonna go back 15 more feet, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Yusuke.
Yeah. I'll step up. I'm assuming I can't get a good angle on him from there.
Yeah, it's okay.
Actually, I won't do that. Because I don't need... Yeah, I'll do that. I'll hit him with a frostbite.
Con save. 10's fail.
So he takes the damage, and he has disadvantage on his next weapon attack.
Nice. You see frost and ice coalesce around the chitinous exterior shell.
Then I will step back, and I will hit Eek with a balm.
Heal for 6.
You gain 1, and you also gain, yeah, that includes the temporary HP too.
What is it, temporary? What's
It's 5 plus
temporary?
1. It's 5 healing plus 1 temporary.
Oh, okay.
The soothing wind from Yuska heals Ikanik. Sylvia's up. And Benor.
I'm gonna use my cunning action to dash. Going right up to him.
Ooh, nice. $18 hits for 5.
Then I'm gonna get Benor to move up. He can see from there, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
And I'll get him to make a bow attack.
$17 just hits.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Goes to Lucan.
All right. Each square counts as 5 feet now, right?
Yeah.
Is what you change it to? Okay.
Make it a little bit easier.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to re-up hex on this bug, and I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it.
Eldritch Blast. What is
Wow.
So the first one misses. You have advantage if you want to use it.
Yeah, why not?
So you
Its deity is definitely not Resmir, it's definitely a chaos god.
get double crits with the help of chat. 25 points of damage.
And that is me.
It's a lot of damage. So this is a surprise round. The chitness. What's up, CB? I'm a bit upset. The Kikimore warrior looks badly beat now as the exoskeleton is shattering off of his body. But he's still surprised. Silas.
See, I think the best I can do is really just move to the hair.
Okay. Top of the round, Eekneek, before you go, the ground erupts behind you as 2 more Kikimore warriors explode into this cavern. Just
Oh. God. I'm so happy all of our tanks moved up north.
You can see they're emerging out of the ground.
I did not do that. That was a misclick.
So you can you're up. You can see the ground is bulging behind you as the Kikimore warriors are like crawling up out of the ground, hearing the violence.
Okay. I'm going to. Let me check my spells. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on. Oh, wait, is this dude? Yeah, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the guy in front of me.
Okay.
It's a bonus action. Oh, sorry. Don't ignore that. And then I'm going to hit him with a fire arrow. So that'll be my 1, 2, 3, 5th one?
Yep.
Oh wait, I'm gonna hit him with my I'm gonna throw out my Oh no, yeah, I'm gonna throw out my javelin. So no fire.
So it's a bonus action to put away your bow. And pull out your javelin. And your hunter's
I
marked
do that
already.
there.
Yeah. You already hunter's marked it already too.
Okay. Fire. No. Yeah, I already hunter's marked him, so I'm gonna do a fire arrow.
You got it. 2 shots. 18
One
hits.
Oh, the Colossus Layer doesn't account for that one. So 1d8 needs to be taken out.
Okay.
Oh, that was an 8. Oh, so say it.
Give me a fire roll.
Yes.
Nice.
And then I will shoot again with Colossus Layer.
27 hits. More fire damage.
Yes.
Didn't roll the Colossus Slayer that time though.
It didn't?
Nope.
That's dumb.
It'd be awesome if the game would actually give us the crits on our regular rolls rather than the bonus.
I know you got all these bonus crits. All these advantage crits. That's some good damage though. So this warrior's like crawling up out of it, and he's just met with 2 fire arrows smashed into his skeleton.
I'm gonna take 2 steps back towards Benor. If I could fit there. I'm not sure if I could fit there. If
It's
I
fine.
can't, then
You're
okay.
you're a little thing.
Then I will be done.
The Kikimore warrior erupts, and it makes this like half hiss, half like teeth chatter sounds like, and it rushes up towards Yusuke. And it's going to use its leech-like lamp-ear mouth, and it's going to try to bite you.
That is a miss.
All right. He bites and misses, and you're up.
I can't do any of that yet though. Yeah, okay, I'll do it. Cast Moonbeam at 3rd level. Because Moonbeam is busted. Not directly on top of him. Just trying to cover as much space in case... Well, I already know that one's going to charge me.
Okay. Half.
Makes half damage, yeah.
All right, radiant damage. As the light just shoots through this cavern. All right, I'm turning these down a little bit. And you can move if you want to, but he gets a reaction, and you get a bonus.
You know what? Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Because I'll get pummeled otherwise. So then only one can attack me in the hallway.
All right. He reaches out again with that same leech-like mouth. 18?
That...
So you take... So the way this virulent venom works is you take the poison automatically, but there is a second poison that hits. So make a con save. Ooh. So 12 points of piercing, 12 points of poison. Your maximum hit points are reduced by 12.
Ooh.
Until you take a short or long rest. If you are knocked unconscious with virulent poison, you have disadvantage on death saves.
That's cruel.
And then concentration for...
You keep the flame arrows, nice.
Someone
Well,
is dying.
it's the moonbeam. Flame arrows are gone.
Oh, your flame arrows are gone. Gotcha. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna step behind Benor then, since I just got beat, or, yeah, since I just got slashed. And I will use my bonus action to burn 2 bombs on myself.
Okay. Just remember you're minus 12 or minus 12 total HP. So if you're at 44, you can get to a max of 32 right now. The glory of reduced health is rough.
And then that's my turn.
So as Yusuke jumps behind Benor and Iknik, you can see that where he took the bite mark, it looks not necrotic, but it has that same necrotic kind of feel to it. Like his stomach where he was bit is melting almost in his chest. You trying to get here to get Chad to say the dungeon crawl? Goes to Sylvia. The Kikimore in front of you is on death's door. It's barely standing up, but he's still there.
Wait, really?
Yeah, this guy right here is.
I did a
barely
lot of
alive.
damage.
I turned off the blood splatter because it was getting frozen.
Okay. Okay, I want to do something cool here. Basically, I want to use my cunning action to disengage.
Okay.
And I want to use my hollow body. Or how tall is he? How tall is this thing?
About 8 feet.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna kind of back up a bit, and then take a running jump, and I want to jump on top of him,
Okay.
and then kind of plunge my sword and.
Yes, you are.
Do it.
Let
Make-
the eek flow through you.
Give me acrobatics just for the hell of it, and then an attack roll. Okay, 12's pretty good. A 12 gets you up onto the Kikimore. You don't do any fancy backflips or anything, but you run and you leap and you jump and you land on its back and you drive your short sword into a piece that was broken off, and the Kikimore just falls and sprawls out, dropping it.
Wow, that's cool.
That was pretty cool. I'm then gonna get Benor to not do something nearly as cool. But he's gonna take a shot at this Kikimore under the moonbeam.
A 14 flies and misses.
And I'll leave him where he is to protect them. He's expendable.
You got it. Goes to Lucan.
How tall are the ceilings in this cave?
So in this area, the smaller area here, it's about 20 feet. But in the area you came from, it rises up to 30.
Okay. And this tunnel that we're in right now, that the Kikimore on the other side of, how wide would it actually be? Would it be less than 5 feet? About 5 feet? Because it's not a full 10 feet.
This tunnel
at
here?
the very least. Yeah.
Probably put it 8 feet.
Okay. All right, I'm not going to do what I wanted to do. I don't think it's going to work out how I want.
So what were you thinking?
I was going to make it look like a part of the ceiling collapse with minor illusion to block the entrance, so we can reposition so Eek's not in the front.
I'll give it to you if you want to try it. You worried about
Alright,
being
yeah.
a 5 foot square?
Yeah, because it only is a 5 foot cube, right?
If you want to
I'll end
go
up
for
doing
it.
that for my my action, and before I do that, I'm gonna bonus action hex the bug under the moonbeam.
Okay. So for them to see it, it's a intelligence save? Or it's an action? If a creature uses action, examine the sound or image. Okay. So on their turn, they'll use their action and they'll try to discover.
Yeah, and the one under the moonbeam, because he's hex, has disadvantage on against intelligence. Yeah,
Cool.
and that's me.
So you see this cavern almost fill with illusionary rocks and rubble.
Let's regroup. Silas needs to be in the front.
Right there. So Silas, you're up. If you do run through the illusion, they'll see it. Unless you just want to run through there and tackle. But you can do that too if you want.
Well, the thing is, I could make it to right there.
Okay, so you want to get right behind the rubble?
I mean, that's as far as I can do with movement speed.
Cool.
That'll force them to funnel too because they're large creatures, unless they occupy the same space. Only get hit by one.
Yeah.
Luke, can you get it? I can't.
Oh wait, so Lucan, they were in this chamber where the stalactites are. I had one trap set up, and you moved onto that trap.
Oh, did I actually?
Yeah.
Of course. I went to repositioning to a better spot.
So we move this out of the way. A piercer
Of fucking course.
falls from the sky to try to hit you. Lucan gets advantage from Raining Dragon right before this happens. The gods shine down upon you, but from the stalactite in the ceiling, which is 20 feet, so they fall 2d6. This piercer is going to try to fall from the ceiling and latch onto Lucan's head. 17?
Oh,
What are the odds? That absolutely hits me. I have 13 AC.
So you take 11 points of damage as this piercer falls from the sky. Also takes damage. And you see this almost 5 foot long, looks like a larva. It's a little loud. Just fall out and bite Lucan and fall next to him. Just and it hits him like it fell from the sky really hard, just, and then falls next to him.
So technically, I was standing there when he triggered the trap, then, right?
Yeah, you would see it if you want to turn and smack it.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Just don't cut my head off. It's my only request.
Alright. Yeah, so I'm gonna...
So double. Oh yeah, you destroyed it. Double size. Just
Yeah.
You just carve up this larva.
Okay, then I'm gonna move there.
Your size as you carve it up says, "Oh, finally, a fight fit for a king." As Whale talks to you as you slay the piercer, and then as you move up,
Left by real.
the Kikimore moves here.
I don't think they're the same guy, little buddy.
Real.
Seven's a fail.
Hi, real, or whatever his name is.
I don't think Therial is Therial.
You can see through the illusion, right?
If you know it's an illusion, yeah.
Okay.
So anyone that was watching it happen, I guess? I'm not too sure. That's up to you.
So the Kikimore walks up, sees the rubble, and begins to burrow into the wall here. The rest of his movement gets there. Eek.
Oh, Lucan, you fucked us.
I heard Lucan's words. I'm gonna back up.
Box Cutter Fly, thanks for the 300 bits. Gives inspiration to Eek.
Yeah, he has to. I'm just kidding. I love you so much. Thank you.
He's bringing you snacks and he's giving you inspiration, man.
I know. I was mean and joking. I love him. I know. 5, 10, 15, 20. He's keeping his girlfriend alive. Okay, that's 25. I am going to. For my action, can I ready an attack?
Mhm.
Okay. Then I would like to ready my. I'm gonna bonus action take my short bow out and take away and put my javelin out and use my javelin to ready an attack if I see a buck.
Okay.
So yep, that is me.
Constitution save from the moonbeam. 16?
16 does beat.
Do you
Oh,
want to?
sorry. I thought that was
it
for
might-
roll. My bad.
Oh, that's moonbeam.
Yeah, no, that succeeds. It's what 3d10. Oh my god, that was a terrible roll. So he takes 3.
Takes 3 and he
1,
does.
2, 3.
He is also dumb and doesn't
Got a
understand.
-2 for finding the wall. That's great.
Yuska.
He
You can.
brought me a ginger beer.
Nice.
Yes.
You saw the Kikimore go to the sides and you can hear them tunneling into the walls.
15, 20, 25. I'll move over next to Sylvia. I'm gonna maintain my moonbeam. Action, I will cast Luster Restoration on myself.
Okay. Get that poison off you.
Yep.
You got it. Rain
And
Dragon
assuming-
gives Sylvia inspiration. Sorry.
And assuming
Congrats.
that cures my... Well, I'm just going to attempt it anyway. I'm going to cast Healing Word at level 1 on myself for my bonus action.
You got it.
Oh, wait, no, I can't do that. 2 spells.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, 2 spells.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my turn then.
Goes to Sylvia.
Alright, before I do my turn, I actually want to do Benor's first.
Okay.
Would Benor that that's an illusion?
He saw it. I can roll for it if you want. It's up to you.
Okay,
Me.
I want him to do something stupid.
But if you saw it, you could yell at him to do whatever he wants, so.
Well, I didn't see it from where I am.
Ah, okay.
Okay. I'll just have him move in a bit.
Okay.
And ready his action. And I'm actually going to ready my action as well. Just kind of protecting Yusuke as he heals himself.
Got it. Wait for the bugs. Goes to Lucan.
Yeah. So Lucan just got attacked, but he's gonna assume that's not gonna happen again, from the sky at least. And I'm gonna walk over to Yusuke. I'm gonna burn one of the charges of my my mace to heal myself for 10, and then I'm gonna use some of my healing light on Yusuke.
Cool. For chat, this is Lucan's dope mace.
Yusuke can only have 32 health. He's
Oh,
at 51.
Didn't
I cure the poison.
So it's cured.
Oh, sorry, he killed. Sorry.
Yeah, he
I-
lessered himself.
awesome. Mace. Jeez.
That's why when you talked and they told you to bring poison stuff if you could, this was the poison. Yeah, that mace is sweet. Healing light.
And that is me.
Goes to Silas.
Alright, kind of assuming I saw the one burrow to the right.
Yeah, you saw them both kind of curve out
Yeah.
around you.
So I'm gonna go back to my original spot there.
Okay.
And kind of
Ready
wait.
your action. Ready
Yeah.
your action.
So the Kikimore finishes his burrow. Perfect sound for that. It explodes out of the wall. Make you ready to text.
I'm too far away to do mine. But Benor would do this.
Okay.
Hey, motherfucker.
Damn.
No hunter's mark. No hunter's mark though. Sorry, I don't know. I unclicked it, but it didn't matter.
That's -8 on that. It's 3 and 5.
So it's 20? To piercing damage.
So the javelin flies through and connects under the chitin shell of the Kikimore. And it screeches in a chittering. And Silas.
Ah!
Do I just get one attack on it?
Now you can make your full range.
Oh.
So like full action or?
Yeah, your full action. Miss. Damn. As the Kikimore explodes out, he's going to attack. Let's roll for it, because he's dumb. He's going to attack Benor.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, Benor's dead.
Oh
That's 30
no!
points of damage. But does he get any poison resistance? I didn't check. He has immunity to poison.
Yeah!
What?
He takes 2
He
health.
lives!
He's still alive. Top of the rounds, Eek.
Alright, so use my javelin. Okay, I'm going to... Oh. 5, 10, 15,
20, 25. I want to go there, and I want to shoot the Kikimore warrior in front of me. I still have Hunter's Mark on the one that's burrowed.
So you would
So
know that
they-
he is right there.
But I can't shoot him, so.
Yep.
I move, and then I'm gonna shoot the Kikimore warrior that I shot before with my javelin, but this time with my short bow. Bonus action, take out the short bow. I'm gonna shoot 2 times. Flaming arrow, of course.
Flame arrow's gone.
Oh, I can't. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
But that both hit. 12,
Hey.
16, 25. Nice. Both
And
arrows
then-
shoot past Silas, connecting.
Yeah. Okay. That'll be the end of my turn. I did everything I could.
The Kikimore burrows. Oh, nice. Elton John's going by piano and sings, "But I'm still standing."
Oh, Benor's slowly now.
Nor's dead.
Boosh!
Yep.
Benor gets bit in half and just thrown, and as he gets like ripped apart, he has this happy smile on his face as he dies.
No. No.
Yuska!
Or the pervert.
Benor's dead.
Benor's about to have his 3rd favorite memory.
Getting ripped in half for Master. I will move the moonbeam there.
Okay.
And so I don't have to re-roll it. So he takes half that, 5, I guess.
Got it.
And my bonus action was going to heal Benor, but he's dead. So
A worthy sacrifice. Sylvia.
I'm gonna run up to this one and swing. Finally, some sneak attack damage in
Sneak
there.
attack. 19 hits. Nice. Or 22 hits for 19. As you jam your short sword into right into his mouth, and you pull out. The Kikimore looks pretty rough after the attack. He looks like he's on death's door, but barely standing. Lucan.
hit the other one, Lucan. Hit the other one.
So I'm going to do 1 level of healing light on Yuska, and then I'm going to Eldritch Blast my hexed one, which is the same one the one that's not in the moonbeam.
This one. 22 hits for 13. 14 misses. Extra 2. So you blow off part of the shell that's on his back, and it just flies off into the cavern. He also looks pretty rough now. They both look pretty beat. Silas.
Action. Attack. Ugh.
Both miss.
No. Bonus. Miss again.
As all 3 miss, you can feel the frustration from Whale as the elven prince talks to you from your artifact. Well, you just hit the damn thing.
I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna action surge.
Okay. So the 19 hits for 11, which is enough to drop it. You can move up to the next one if you want to, too, and keep it going.
Yeah. So I have bonus action yet still. Well, that's really it then.
So this last Kikimore is just barely standing, but he's still alive. As ekes up.
Awesome. I have Hunter's Mark on him. Okay. Well, I have my short bow still out, so I guess I will shoot with my short bow once.
Yes. No, I'll shoot with it twice.
So the first one connects with the Kikimore and you kill it. How'd you like to do this?
Awesome. I wanted to go past Silas's shoulder and cut a little bit of his white hair off of as it zings past and then like hits it right into the eye.
So Silas, you feel a little bit of, and then the thing in front of you just, and it falls. A screech. You're once again left in the dark, quiet caverns with 3 large insects surrounding you. A dead piercer that fell from the sky and hit Lucan in the head, and the drained stag.
Door, Silas, I got it. Markwood.
Well, I'm glad we all made it out alive. That definitely could have been worse.
We didn't all make it, but Nor died.
I thought he
Oh.
couldn't die.
Well, I mean, he comes back tomorrow, but he still, like, died.
I guess
Aside from that, these things don't seem that bad. But
That was
they do
good.
have a very nasty bite. I would try to avoid getting hit by them like that.
Yeah, I'm worried how many there are, though.
Well, we were told there were a lot.
Hopefully, they don't know how to count, and it's actually just 3 of them.
We barely scratched the surface of this map.
You guys are in room 4 out of 26.
God,
So
gonna
the
be
next
here
3
for a while.
sessions, guys, this is what we're doing.
can I recover some of my arrows and the javelin?
Yeah, make a roll d10.
Oh no.
No.
You find the javelin.
Yes!
All the,
It was specifically changed for my height.
all the arrows are busted from hitting the carapace,
Okay.
unfortunately. But as you guys finish this, I'm assuming you want to keep going. Don't take like any kind of rests. Okay. So you want to end it here for the night and get back at it Monday, or you want to try to push on?
Let's listen to it here. We've already done a battle.
All right.
Yeah.
Unless anybody else.
Cool.
I think we're good.
So next Monday at 7 p.m., the Ghosty ones continue through the dungeon delve. Shout out to Harlequin the Elder for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Hey. Thanks, Harley.
We'll be back at it on Thursday, doing some map making and some building. A little bit of Foundry, preparing for that. And if you want to play games with us, we got the Great Games coming up. If you want to learn how to play in the Great Games and fight in the Coliseum, you can jump in the Discord. Information is below. If you like seeing Sylvia and Yusuke, they both stream on other days as well. You can get their follows or get their Twitch if you want to follow them. Thanks for being here, and we will see you on Thursday. Night, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, with how our combats normally go, I should just save all my spell slots for lesser restoration.
Yes. Oh my god. Super necessary.
I was so worried about fighting this session because of all the ones we were rolling early on.
Yeah. It worked out.
Can't relate, but
Thankfully, we wasted all the ones on an NPC we didn't have to kill.
Yeah,
I know.
Okay, he was a tree dude with tentacles, and we just had fought, like, a bunch of thorny bramble people.
He had tentacles.
He had vines, sorry.
Vines.
They're basically just plant tentacles.
You guys are monsters.
Hey, Lucan told me
We
to
were
shoot.
doing so good too. We weren't murder hobos, and now we're becoming murder hobos.
Yep.
One dude that's made of plants?
It's a good
That's
dude
fine.
though.
You didn't know that? He didn't say, hey, I'm a good dude.
That's true.
He just stood there touching plants, and that's weird.
He didn't know we were there until you guys started shooting him.
That's a problem for another day.